Okay, unfiltered video for Monday, January 25th. This week's goals were to meditate, have fun, and finish my 2016 video. I did meditation like once this week, so not much. Have fun. I think I did have some fun, which I'll talk about in the video. And finishing my 2016, I think I finally did do it. Took a lot longer than I thought. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think I break down a lot of stereotypes in the video. I'm really vulnerable because, I might be subject to criticism in a lot of different areas. But I really like how subversive the video is, and I think it's good. Um, should be publishing it in the next tomorrow. Actually, I just need to do some final touchings, compile everything together, and it's about like a 20-minute long video or more. So it's a big one. Some highlights of this week. Jeez, dang it. Do I go off the top of my head? Maybe I do. I can't find my. Oh well. Here it is. Well, I did sleep a little bit later this week. Last week I was sleeping at 10:30, 11's, the latest. This week I was sleeping mostly between 11 to 12. So yeah, I kind of dropped the ball. Which is strange because I didn't really have work this week aside from just doing the video. I didn't have client work, even though I did do a lot of name paintings. Um, Let me see. On Tuesday, I accidentally came across, not accidentally, but I Googled my ex's name, and usually she doesn't have anything on the web, so it's like nothing. But then I stumbled across her Flickr, and which had like a bunch of photos, and it was like a bunch of heartache and memories coming back. I felt like really sad and really bad. And that's probably something I want to work on later because sometimes I think I'm kind of addicted to sadness in a way, like heartache. Like there's something beautiful about it. So probably we'll do a data healing video on that. Psychoanalyze myself. Um, Really cool. So went to sprain my neck and stuff. Went to see a Chinese doctor on Friday, and it was actually really cool. Yeah, he did help a little bit, but what was really cool is that I was able to help him. Basically, data healing is, kind of like psychotherapy. And he was, saying some stuff, and I realized, I think I can help him. I see that he has a mental block, and his mental block was, um, he was born poor, so a lot of times he comes from a really scarcity mentality. And I did some just really quick. I asked him some questions, and I found out he has a root belief that the entire world is trying to trick him. So I went through some of his childhood beliefs, and we dug a story about when he was really little, his brother tricked him. It was something about chocolate, something really little. But when he was just telling the story, you can tell there's so much emotion, and he almost like tears, like he was like holding back tears. And I did some healing, and I made some prayers for him. And then that night he said, well, there's more to the story than that, of course. But he said that he had a dream, and he cried, and the next morning he felt a lot better. And I'm just really proud of myself to be able to have such an impact on a person. And I think it was really cool. I really hope that I was able to help him and his life changes for the better. On Tuesday, I got an email from this is gonna be long. All right, it's just gonna be a long video. On Tuesday, got an email from Universal, and that was like really cool. And I don't want to like celebrate before, but it was like a really informal interview from a headhunter and from a recruiter. And it sounded like they had a lot of positions opening. They had some stuff in China and Florida. And what was really cool was it was a great talk with the recruiter. I was just thinking like, what if I were to move out? Right now I'm living with my parents, but it's just the possibility of leaving the nest, finally. I went to college, but for real, like just, getting out there. And, I've been to LA before, but when you're in LA, I feel like, yeah, whatever. But when going to like a whole on the other coast, I think that's really exciting. That's something, that kind of scares me a bit, but definitely something I want to do. I was thinking, like, what kind of stuff would I bring? Like, okay, so I'm going to Europe. This might be the last month living in California because I was talking with the recruiter. She was saying, like, yeah, I told her I was going to Europe. She was saying, like, yeah, when you get back from Europe, we might have a job waiting. You can just come directly to us. And I'm like, man, then that means like I'm planning to go to Europe. This could be the last month I spend with my friends in California, and it's like that was like, okay, then what if you were to live this month like it was the last month? And I just, there's so much excitement there because just the thought of that, like, even if I don't get the job, if I were to live this month like it was the last month here, there's so much more juice you can squeeze out of it. There's that excitement there. Let's see. Oh, I might postpone the Europe trip. I was talking with my mom that um it's been so freaking cold recently and my body isn't like the best. I've been kind of sick this week until like March or something like that, just a little bit later. Well, no, she was saying like postpone it totally, but I'm thinking instead of mid February, I might push it to March. Oh yeah, so I'm basically done with my client project, and that's good. Let me see. Today I met with my other friend Marianne, who's also a designer, and basically she's going to be taking on the second half of the project with a schematic design, and which is really good. I actually had to, spend maybe 2 or 3 hours today just gathering all the files and rearranging for her. But after I did it, I felt pretty great. I think we're in really good hands in terms of the project. I think the client is really happy with how it's going, and I'm pretty happy. And basically, I think, I'm done with this project, Like, I think, the other designer has everything that she needs to just complete it and take it to the finish, and I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty much done with my 2016 reflection. Just need to edit it together. Did something cool this week, which was yoga. So, I mean, I do yoga all the time, but it's the studio I go to, I think it's okay, and it's called Be the Change Yoga Studio. It's not super advanced. And I think a couple days ago, I saw my mom doing yoga with her laptop, and I was like, maybe I'll try that out. So then I tried laptop yoga, where you just watch it instead of going to class, and it was pretty good. I hooked my laptop up to the big TV and I did yoga, and I was like, holy crap, I just saved $10. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then I was thinking, like, yeah, every time I go do this yoga, it's like saving $10. And if I do enough yoga and I keep my body in check, then I don't have to go to like a masseuse or Chinese doctor. Like, going to a Chinese doctor is $80. So by keeping my body in check, then you don't have to, spend that much more money. And of course, yeah. $80 is probably a lot to a lot of people. Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm really able to spend money on health related stuff, but I don't really spend money on like fashion or clothes or food. Food is okay, All right. Had a lot of fun this week. Went to Brookstone with my parents on Saturday, and that was fun. On Friday, I went with my mom to somewhere. Oh, the doctor place, and that was really fun. It was cool just to like not work for a day, and I really enjoy that. I'm trying to do this work-life separation thing. My 2016 video is going to come out soon, and I'm pretty stoked for that. Okay, so next week what I want to do is I want to start planning for my Europe trip. I want to try doing yoga every day, and it's definitely something I could do because it's free, doing the laptop thing. And I want to start doing my taxes, like how much money did I make this year? I'm not really sure. So I want to Get that all done, and 10 minutes done.